Yeah, that's actually the effective way of fighting them Zoras. Yes, we're fighting Zoras now. Fighting them Gerudos. You can actually stun them with the Zora boomerangs, and then you can just drop kick their faces.
Okay, let's see here. Now we have to actually, like, search for the eggs. So...
Yeah, you basically see where the other two are, because they're up on those banisters where the hookshot points are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Again, this place can be a little confusing, but once you kind of get a feel for it, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Let's see.
Have I been in here yet? I don't think so, because this is like the opposite side.
Yeah, you haven't. If I remember right, this also has a really nice thing in it. Oh, wait, no, this is just another way out.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing here. Wonder if these pirates take shifts.
Oh, maybe over here is where I was meant to go. Cannons! What do you need cannons for inside of the... Oh yeah, another silly little stealth section, which I can completely bypass.
Storage.
If you think this is cheating, by the way, like, N64 Zelda was just not meant for stealth. It was meant for battle! Also, she's got different colored clothes.
This is someone else. I was gonna say before, too, I would be careful with these guys, because much like the Gerudo guards, they do have an attack that will knock you out.
Come on. Come on, I totally hit her. Okay, fine. Really?
No, considering how big that sword is, that's gotta hurt.
What did I just do? Okay. Well, we're apparently having a lot of fun here today, so that's good to make up for the soft lock.
I'm good. Wait, what's soft lock? Yeah.
I got no comment. Oh, come on.
Anyway, that's one thing. If you're wondering about the magic shield, yeah, you can actually do it out of the water, too. You just basically hold the attack button while shielding.
Hey, maybe I should have taken up that Scrub's offer for the green potion.
It'll be fine.
Alright, so back up here. Oh, look.
Hey, chest.
Just a couple things you can swipe, if you feel like it. I do need to make a bunch of money, for reasons.
Don't worry.
I think I've been here before.
Yeah, that just leads to the captain's room. You've done all this side already. The other side's where you gotta go.
Okay.
Because you see that shot on the all the way at the top. You gotta get there next.
That one right there?
Yes.
Okay. I think I know how. By the way, I haven't talked about it until now, because I don't know how to do this trick, but that gate that was originally blocking us from getting into the ocean, you can actually bypass it with Goron Link if you, like, set a bomb and then jump and then, like, uncurl so that the bomb blasts you over the gate. But it's really difficult. It's really difficult.
I can imagine. Hello. Goodbye. Look at that.
Oh yeah, what's this? They're tempting you with this chest. Let's see what it is.
And indeed they do, because it's a silver rupee.
Well, we found their booty, it seems.
Yeah, there are platforms here. Also, they apparently have pirate hooks just in these little containers for whatever reason.
Do any of them have hook hands? They better not. That's so cliche.
Oh, they don't.
This room
They're
is
actually really cool for pirates.
Oh, I dig those, like, orchid pants there, lady.
I've never seen anyone just straight up fight him with Link before.
Okay, maybe I can catch her like that. Oh, wow. How much health do you
That's the thing.
have? There we go.
Not too much. I get that the Zora form would take longer, but the thing is, they are completely vulnerable. They are absolutely vulnerable to the boomerangs.
Oh, yes, I keep... Yeah, that makes it so strange that Mikao actually lost to these guys. What is this thing?
I don't know what it is, but I always thought it looked like a boombox. I mean, look at this. And yes, I have ruined this for you guys. I'm not sorry.
The textures on the port, though, the PC port, they're getting a little weird. I hope that doesn't persist into, like, the temple.
That I hope not. Despite how I feel about this place, the temple's actually one of my favorites.
Everyone hates water temples. It's so... Like, I know Ocarina of Time inflicted a lot of trauma, but that doesn't mean every water level is terrible.
Yeah. See, I feel like that's kind of how you could... Yeah, okay, I was about to say something that was going to sound very gatekeepy. Never mind.
Can you, like... Oh. I got you with the kick!
I'm going to confiscate those eggs now.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, they don't.
If they confiscated the eggs, I would be so mad.
You know. Thankfully, this was before they would probably have that had the ability to do that.
Okay, so now...
Alright, so we
now
eggs.
need to take the bottles over to... the aquarium. Because there is apparently...
I thought we were supposed to...
Huh?
I thought we were supposed to take him to Evan. He wanted to see the eggs, right?
Oh, if you give him the egg, I know that he just says, "Great, you got an egg. Take it to the aquarium so that it won't die or anything because of the temperature." Because the aquarium actually has a heat-regulated fish tank.
Yeah, because I guess I kind of explained a bit of the stories. The eggs themselves can only survive in an optimal environment, and the ocean being murky as it is not letting it work like that.
Okay.
Also, if I remember correctly, I think, because I know we skipped a bit ahead, if you really want to know just how dark this game goes, I believe you can sell the eggs to the Curiosity Shop.
Oh, yes, you can. 20 rupees.
Which is like...
20 rupees is the price for ruining Lulu's life.
Well, I mean, it's also the fact that we're being, like, human Zora traffickers, too, but, you know...
What are they gonna do with the Zora eggs besides, like, eat them?
I mean, I assume the dude just kind of... That's it, he buys stolen goods and he sells stolen goods. He's just a middleman.
And a fence.
That is... Alright, just that gives me such a dark thought, and like, my god.
That's not the only fish tank in the room, though. This fish tank is, like, the source of another annoying puzzle. But we'll come back to that. Kinda have to.
Look derpy as heck.
So that's 4 eggs down. Where are the other 3, you ask? Well, we're going to get some assistance on that front.
Okay. Because we did hear the pirates say that they're at some place called Pinnacle Rock, but how the heck are we supposed to go there?
I remember Pinnacle Rock very well. It's where I got my first capture card. That is a joke no one understands. I am sorry.
I'm just trying to think, was Pinnacle Rock another location in a Zelda game?
You're thinking of Spectacle Rock. Termina is a shadow of Hyrule, and it goes so far that there is a shadow of Spectacle Rock.
It's even in the water instead of a volcano, too! What is wrong with this place?
So this fisherman is selling a seahorse, but he wants a picture of a female pirate. Why? Don't ask.
I mean, it's already bad enough he looks like a human version of Shrek.
You think he has onion breath?
He looks like it.
I'd say so. Also, there's another house here, but can't really do anything with it right now. I mean, we have the tools that we need. It's just you gotta finish it actually before a certain time, so not happening for us right now. We'll get
Can
back
you
to...
sell the seahorse?
Oh, I don't want to even think about that.
Well, then, I guess that's why you're glad I'm here to think about that for you.
Yeah, you can think about it to distract yourself from the thalassophobia.
Alright. Nighttime too. Why?
Because I hate you. Actually, I love you.
Is it just... I was gonna say, is it just because I assumed you could sell the seahorse?
You have strange powers, Link. So this is another kind of... it's not really Lost Woods. It's more like the Haunted Wasteland. You have to follow the seahorse exactly. And I don't think navigating the signs is enough, really, because that one's pointing to the left. But if you memorize this path, I guess it could work.
Sorta. Like, wait. Spectacle Rock, the Gerudos, and now the Haunted Wasteland. This is reverse turn Hyrule. What is up with this place?
It goes deep, my friend. Just like we're about to.
Hmm. I won't deny that, like, I never got this far back when I was a kid, but I can imagine if I ever did, I would have hated it. So, your friend. Sure. We'll rescue your friend.
So the thing about the seahorse is it's actually completely optional, but we're getting the oh yeah, here they are.
Sea snakes.
Mm-hmm. They can eat you, by the way.
If you get in front of them, they'll basically just eat you, and then you have to... You can either zap yourself free, or you're just gonna have to struggle free. It's annoying.
So between these guys and that giant eel from Super Mario 64, I had no shortage of nightmare fuel as a child.
I'm glad I didn't get to this part as a kid. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Careful.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you can zap free.
Okay.
That's, yeah, they only attack if you get directly in front of them. But the thing is, their hitbox is kind of touchy.
I'll say. Oh, egg. Now we're getting into Resident Evil territory. You will give me an egg!
Why did it take this long for us to think of that?
Is there a chest as well?
Oh, no, it's just because there's multiple floors to this place.
It's on another level. Gonna need some magic, though.
You don't need to get magic to kill these guys. Your boomerangs can work just fine with attacking them. A little more awkward, though.
You have to actually be sitting down. So...
you can stand on the edge of the... You can stand on the lip of these.
Oh, I must have damaged that one already.
Yeah. Well, I see. You can stand on the lip of the coves.
Come on, magic. Really? Alrighty. I like how I can see the moon from down here.
It's always a constant reminder.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta, like, be on the side, because if you're too close to the center, it'll still count as hit. That's what I mean. These guys have very touchy hitboxes. I hate it.
Okay. I'm ready to get inside now. I think.
They can't... Yeah, you can only stand on the lip. There you go.
Okay.
There's the sweet spot.
Did you know you can actually duplicate your boomerangs if you swap in and out of Zora form?
Yep. Doesn't have much utility, but does have something.
Okay, maybe there's like magic at the bottom. Did I get the one here? Yes.
Yeah. So we're at the lower levels now. Just watch out. I think there are some pots at the base of this place. That's not too close. Okay, we're good.
Oh, I must have moved forward when I like swung my weapon.
Yeah. That's the thing. Zora Link has the Knuckles effect when it comes to his attacks. He can't help but lunge forward every time he strikes.
Which leads to some hilarious tricks you can do, actually.
Just like Knuckles.
What we're saying
I don't
is
think
that
he's
The
gonna...
Legend of Zelda is a Sonic fan game. I mean,
I can't wait to shit some rocks.
Goron Link is Sonic, and now Zora Link is Knuckles.
I can't wait to shit some rocks. Yeah!
What?
Sonic Hero. Hey, there are pots down here at the bottom, actually. I wonder what poor schmuck lost their pots in the middle of this place.
If I were making this, then I would probably, like, do some extra detail, like changing the pots to, like, clamshells. Like, if I had infinite time and money to work on this game. Then that's what I would do.
You're asking a lot. I mean, that's the thing. I bet when it came to the developers, they wish they had infinite time and money when making this game. They only had like 9 months.
There, finally.
Watch out. Magic does make it infinitely easier.
Indeed. There he goes.
I don't know why, but like kind of doing this now, it kind of also makes me think, man, this part must have been more annoying in the 3DS version since you don't have fast swimming at all times.
Yes, you have to use magic in order to swim quickly, which means if you ran out of magic, you're back to being slow. It's really bad.
Ugh.
And their love generates a heart container, and they're even making like a mini heart symbol. Can you guys like say anything else, or are you just gonna sit there? Oh, collision's gone.
Yep. But yeah, no.
So did
I don't know why
wait
they
a
had
minute?
to be coy about it.
We missed an egg, didn't we?
It's down here somewhere.
Yeah, there's got to be one at the floor. I must have missed it somewhere.
Or was it? Was it in that place with the seahorses?
Because I can definitely remember just not being able to progress on a puzzle because I completely missed a lever that was just in front of me. Oh, it hadn't loaded in yet.
Draw distance.
Yep, it hadn't loaded in. Well, you can't ocarina while under the water, somehow. Like, why does this band play instruments if you can't play them underwater?
I mean, just because they're Zoras doesn't mean they have to play it underwater. Their stage isn't underwater.
I guess so.
So this makes me wonder if, like, the Indigogos actually play at the carnival constantly or not.
Like, every year?
I guess I just don't know, since, like, some word explains them as being, like, a bit of a traveling band, yet they have, like, actual rooms and stuff here. Or maybe this is just their home.
Maybe they'll make it to Hyrule one day.
I'd be down with that.
I mean, there's a reference to Mikau and Lulu in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, if you look at the map.
Oh yeah, no, one of my favorites. Because, like, you know what? If you're going to go into that, I'll be happy to explain it, because, like, one of my favorite landscapes. Near Zora's domain, there's actually, like, 2 waterfalls named after Mikau and Lulu, and they're right beside each other.
Aww.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool touches like that. Heck, one of my favorite touches is the fact that, like, one small marshy area has a bunch of little land masses that are all named after islands and people from Find'em Hourglass.
Lake, no wait, Isle of Lubeck, wasn't it?
I think so. No, I think it's actually straight up called Linebeck.
Linebeck Isle.
Yeah, Murcase spelled incorrectly, though. But again, I know they did that on purpose, because a lot of it is the idea of all this information and names have been lost to time.
Alright, so all the eggs are there. Apparently, while all of the eggs are in the same place, they just instantly hatch.
Yeah, the idea is they only can hatch if they're all together.
And then the weirdest thing ever, as if this couldn't get any stranger, they swim in a very specific formation. Yeah, what do you think it is?
Zora's children apparently start as tadpoles. Huh.
Yeah. And their first inclination upon meeting their father is to teach a song. Whoops. Yeah, your father's a slow learner. Please bear with him.
I mean, if you really want me to go lore-wise, there's an explanation, but I don't think you'd want me to.
You might as well.
Remember what Basis said? Lulu may have actually been a descendant of, like, the legendary guardian of the temple in the distance. And so her eggs might have actually been tied to that, maybe having some secret way to help her gain access to it.
Invigorate singing voices? Well, we know what to do.
New Wave Bossa Nova. I know that's all music terms, but I have no idea what any of it means.
Me neither.
Which is sad, because I had someone explain it to me once, and I completely forgot.
Oh, nice little dive there.
Yeah, Link always knows how to dive when it matters.
Also, what am I doing? This will get us back there quicker.
Okay, I was gonna... You know what, I can explain it when we get over there. But I did want to explain now is a good time to talk about how you can change the ocarina's pitch so that you could actually play full songs on it.
Oh yeah, with up and down.
I only say that because Mikhail's the only one that physically changes his stance whenever you use it.
Oh yeah. Let's play an off-key New Wave Bossa Nova for her.
Because if, like, you do it back, it's like Mikhail's rocking out. If you do it forward, it's like he's peeking into the crowd.
Oh, I wish his legs moved too.
Yeah, only his upper body. It looks so weird.
Okay, it doesn't work like that.
Oh yeah, you have to play it normally. It's how you've seen people make those, like, song covers in Majora and Ocarina, though.
I just throw it into a MIDI editor.
But you too?
Oh, what do you know? Don't tell
Speaking
anyone.
Of MIDI editors.
She got her voice back. Also, there are Deku nuts on that tree.
What? No, they're obviously coconuts. What are you talking about?
And now for a staple of classic anime tropes. The island was a turtle the whole time.
I wonder what's happening. Oh my god, the world!
So the only reason no one could access the temple was because he was asleep.
Better close, I still see everything occurs in the ocean. Ah, wise old turtles. Here we go.
So there's only one way onto his back. You know, if he got a little closer, then I wouldn't have to switch my form or anything.
So here it is. New Wave was a popular style of alternative rock during the 70s and 80s, which formed alongside punk. Bossa Nova is the style of Brazilian music that was popular in the 50s and 60s, and is similar to samba and jazz. The phrase Bossa Nova literally translates to New Wave, making the title somewhat redundant.
Huh. Go figure. So...
Oh, also, by the way... Yeah?
Yeah, I was about to say we could hook shot onto his back and start the temple, but there's one other thing we should look at. Actually, there are several things we should look at. Maybe now's the time for it?
Sure. Besides, I was also going to tell you the fun fact that, like, oh yeah, by the way, the way Bossa Nova only does that. Its only use is to open the temple.
Hmm.
What?
Well, actually, you could get that one heart piece, remember?
Which one?
Remember the heart piece we got with the Sonata?
Got it.
You could get it with New Wave Bossa Nova, too.
And you?
Yeah, just make sure you play New Wave Bossa Nova instead of all the other stuff.
Full me surprised.
Alright, so
I'm guessing you're...
So we were told that the beavers have a bottle. We have to get up there somehow, and that's a bit of a task. I don't know how anyone gets up there, but I know how Link does.
There we go.
Okay, so in case I have to do any editing, I summoned the Scarecrow with the Scarecrow song, but he just wound up in a completely pointless place. That's completely redundant because there was a tree next to him anyways. And there's a bunch of chests around here that you need to... They're a bit of a puzzle to get to, but I don't really, like, understand any of it.
To be very honest, I always just thought that the ocean was kind of had the least like amount of playtesting.
Most likely.
It feels kind of empty once you've done everything, and it doesn't take long to do everything compared to the rest of the areas.
They certainly made unique models for these upcoming characters, though.
Oh yeah, no, these are the most unique characters in the series. So unique, they've only appeared in this specific game, in this specific area.
Do I gotta go anywhere in particular for them? Probably just jump in.
No. Jump in and lock onto them. That's it.
Okay.
It's, I kind of miss this, though, because, like, it's not often you get these kind of character designs in Zelda these days.
Everything's gotta be super serious, but here, have a beaver.
I just mean, like, nowadays they kind of focus more on the whole medieval fantasy kind of vibe, but that's what I like about Majora. It isn't afraid to go weird with it, and I like it.
And another swim through the rings minigame. Remember, in the 3DS version, you have to spend your magic.
Want to save your friends? Solve my maze. The more I see this, the more I realize, do people really give Superman 64 that much flack when a lot of games have been doing this stuff?
The problem is that it's like 50% of the game.
That is true. It's also kind of weird to see these rings actually spinning instead of just being like a smooth transition. I guess that's how they achieve that effect. Cool.
You mean like just changing the texture?
Well, they're not changing the texture. They're actually spinning.
Oh, yeah. It's the same as like the Happy Mask Salesman's movements. Gotta jump through that one.
Oh, that makes sense. Maybe they had no way. Maybe the port doesn't have a way to really snap to movements yet.
Well, it probably looked like a snap when it was just 20 frames per second.
That's true. I can't wait until this game basically gets all the bugs kinked out and it's like the definitive way to play Majora. Give me that, give me my Steam Deck, give me a charger, and I'm pretty much set.
Oh, look, there's another one, and this one's got an inner tube. He's the big brother, and he needs an inner tube to swim underwater. Empty bottles are a treasure. They know the value of an empty bottle.
Yeah, exactly. So this is just slightly harder. Not too bad, though.
These guys are cute, though. I'd love for them to come back.
Honestly, yeah, like,
somehow.
this is what I mean. Yeah. Like, again, this is what I like about Majora. I know it wasn't the original project, because Gaiden was its own thing, but it really does feel like another side story to what Zelda usually is like.
Gaiden?
Yeah, because, Majora Matt's whole development started as another project called Legend of Zelda Gaiden.
Oh,
because
yeah.
the idea was... Yeah, because I know everyone thinks of Ninja Gaiden, but Gaiden literally means side story or another story.
There was a Fire Emblem Gaiden.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone hates it.
Well, shit. I mean, I guess we're going with this. I guess I could talk a bit about the development. Yeah, no. When Ocarina was finished, they wanted to create either an expansion for the N64 DD called Zelda. It wasn't Zelda Gaiden. I forget what it was called, but essentially it was supposed to be an expansion.
Ura Zelda. Ura Zelda.
Ura Zelda. Thank you.
And Ura means another.
Aura means another. Damn it. Well, there goes my credibility.
Your credibility is with this game, not Ocarina.
True. Did it. Time for the final piece.
That's the last bottle. In this version.
Underestimated you. Yep.
But it's not over!
Oh, okay, so now I have more chances.
Yeah. Where are they, though?
They're swimming around here somewhere. Unless they're at the end. No, wait, no, hold on. The map. Looks like they're on the edge of the surface area.
Oh, really? Oh, there we go.
He's back. The other one does remind me of Duots. There, I said it. Ugh. Okay, this is a little stricter.
They make you do this so many times! For 100% anyways.
It's not that bad, honestly. Actually kind of fun.
Yeah, Zora swimming is too much fun for me to, like, actively dislike it.
Yeah. So, okay. Ura Zelda was the original project where they wanted to make an expansion for Ocarina. But I don't believe he was director at the time. Anuma was against the idea, mainly because he felt like he had done everything he wanted with Ocarina. At most, he could remix the dungeons, but he wanted to just move on from Ocarina and do another thing.
And then Master Quest came out and informed us as to why that was a bad idea.
Exactly. He was always Miyamoto being Miyamoto. He was like, no, either you're going to work on making the expansion, or if you're going to make your own game, I'm only going to give you, like, a year to do it. But it was like, fine, I'll take the year off, or at least it's better than remaking the game, like remaking the dungeons. Know how much he regretted that later when he realized just how much of a developmental hell it was to make Majora's Mask.
Is it just me, or do those two really not like each other?
They have very opposing ideas on what makes a game fun. Miyamoto thinks that gimmicks and playstyle is all that matters to make a good game, which, it's fair, but some folks like a good story, and Anuma himself believes that game has to have something story-wise to really compel the player to enjoy it, not just gimmicks.
Do these two not know about Dragon Quest?
I don't know. I think they do? I wouldn't be...
If they don't know about Dragon Quest, that would be very surprising, because Dragon Quest is a huge deal in Japan.
I doubt, like, they don't know. I'm sure they know. And after all, Dragon Quest did make a reference to Zelda at one point.
Was that Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy?
Wasn't Dragon Quest the series that had a grave that said, "Here lies Link"?
I think that was Final Fantasy, and only in a very specific version of the game.
Ah, damn it.
Because if it wasn't Link, then it said, "Here lies Erdrick," who is a character in Dragon Quest. So Square was taking a shot at their rival at the time.
Fair enough. In that case, it's like, yeah, no, don't know much about Final Fantasy nor Dragon Quest. Anyway, no, they're familiar with it, I know that, but no. When it comes to the two of them, they don't see eye to eye at all about what makes a game work. And trust me, it's kind of hurt and helped a lot of games. What I heard is the whole reason why Link to the Past's story was told through subtext, for example.
Subtext?
Because Miyamoto did not want... Well, yeah, because like a lot of the story and history of the game, you only get if you read like all the tablets and stuff. Apparently that was a blatant decision from Miyamoto himself. He didn't want the story to take priority over the gameplay.
You know, that's a fair priority to have. But then you have, like, stuff like... Okay, I know it's kind of like a faux pas to blame Miyamoto for Sticker Star, but it's still a really great example, right?
Somewhat, yeah. Like, it wasn't entirely just him, but you're right, because he basically just said, we don't want this game to be a 1,000-year door 2. We want to give it its own identity. And then the guys just took that in the most absolute worst way possible.
Yes.
No, okay, so don't make it a 1,000-year door 2. Got it. So we're going to replace all the original Oh!
That's gotta hurt. I have a feeling that would have done more than a heart.
It doesn't help, I've been watching a lot of medical videos, so ow.
Yes, ow. Okay.
I guess I want to ask you, like, how do you feel about it when it comes to, like, gameplay or story?
Well, I am more of a gameplay-oriented guy, so that's what I'm going with. But I'm also the kind of guy who thinks that you can actually have good story and gameplay without, like, making a sacrifice. Like, you don't always have to choose one or the other. Like,
right.
There's a lot of situations in gaming, I think, where people feel like you have to give something up in order to get something you want.
That doesn't have to be the case.
So, like, if you want, like, actual complex, deep gameplay, then you have to, like, sacrifice accessibility. I don't believe that.
Yeah, there's ways to make, like, compelling gameplay work. It's just...
Stand on the thing,
like
thank you.
Anything, that's kind of why, like, looking at what Sakurai kind of has been talking about with his videos, it's like, there is a good way to balance between good story and gameplay. You don't have to have complicated gameplay. In fact, that's why he likes all of his projects to have the most obtuse gameplay initially. It's something you can get into. Like Meteos. That game has very weird gameplay when you start, but when you get the hang of it, it's very addicting.
So this is what the Scarecrow song was for, actually. There we go.
Again, for the record, I have never gotten this heart piece.
Yeah, because you need the magic bean in order to get up here.
It took me years to even remember that this thing is up here, because I just don't go for it.
Okay, let's see here. Whoops.
That's just about everything I think we wanted to cover.
Yes. Unless you want to go back to other areas at the moment. No, I don't think you do.
That'd take too long.
Yes, we've been spending quite a bit of time on this, I'd say.
Oh, certainly.
So I think our next step is going to be to actually go in the temple, which will have to happen next time. But I will take the opportunity to grab another fairy. Huh? Really?
You're hitting the thing.
Okay, there we go.
Speaking of Smash Brother mechanics.
Well, that's going to do it for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching, and thank you, Ivan, for being here as always.
I conquered my fear! No, I haven't! I still don't want to go to the ocean!
Well, we're going to an ocean temple. Is that going to work out for you?
Oh, absolutely. This is my favorite temple in the game.
Next time, we see what all the hubbub is about Great Bay Temple. See you next time, everybody.
Well, have a good night.